Hi, I'm Brit Mansell with UTV Scene, and we're out here at Camp Razor 2015 in Brimstone in Huntsville, Tennessee. So one of the vehicles that we're riding here this week is the all-new Polaris ACE 900 SP. So it's SP because it's officially special, and that's the word. SP means special. So the reason this thing is special is because they crammed a big 900cc motor into the back of this thing. When they did that, they did upgrade a few pieces of the machine to kind of handle that power. They added a front sway bar. The spring rate is a little bit different in the front, and in the rear they went with a dual rate spring setup. So overall, the machine is a little bit improved as you know in general, but the power is insane better. We spent a good amount of time yesterday out on the trail on this thing, and it's literally feels like a little Sherman tank rolling through the trail. So it's a little tipsy, but you know, you put that much horsepower in a narrow package like this and it's a blast to ride. I can't remember the last time I literally giggled like a little schoolgirl under my helmet riding this thing. So it is, you know, kind of an uphill battle to convince your friends that it's okay for you to drive an ACE. We get that, but it's an absolute blast to drive. So a few things I would improve on the new ACE 900 SP is the steering rate. You have to turn the wheel a good bit more than I would like to driving the vehicle. With the extra power, it's that much more noticeable because you need the wheels to react even sooner than before. So when the ACE 32 originally came out, one thing that we did not like about it was how stiff the suspension was. And John and I made the joke pulling in that maybe the new 900 is fast enough that the suspension actually works better, and lo and behold, it actually was. So as you get this thing up to higher speeds, that stiff suspension becomes less of an issue and actually quite the benefit. So we were launching it over some jumps up and down these hills, and it actually landed really, really well. So I was surprised at how much better the suspension was at speed. So with this machine, a few more things that we noticed would be nice to have on this vehicle is full door skins. You're going that much faster, you're splashing through mud that much quicker, and we got that much dirtier that much sooner. So one other point that became more noticeable out this vehicle with the extra power was the fact that the seat is not bolstered on the side. So you spend a lot of time sort of positioning yourself back left and right with your hands or with your feet. And a quick fix to that is just for Polaris to add the bolstered seat like they have in the 1000. So overall, I'm actually pretty excited about the ACE. The extra power really changes this vehicle. It becomes, in my opinion, what was sort of a functional beginner level vehicle to something you can jump into and have an absolute blast in it. It really changed the machine completely. So if you guys are interested in the ACE, be sure and check out some of our other videos on UTV Scene. We have some on the YouTube page, and we go all the way back to the original ACE 32. So we've been sort of following this thing since its evolution as it began and even where it's at now with the 900s.